Consider money a tool? We teach our children and grandchildren games. Games are tools to learn teamwork, cooperation, and more. What is 5 ones, 5 fives, 5 tens, 6 20s, 2 50s, and 2 100s and 2 500s? That's $1,500 for each player to start the game of Monopoly. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average annual wage in 1934 was $959. Annual. Monopoly was created in 1935, sold for $2. Can you imagine playing a game where you receive far more play money than you are actually making? When you were a kid, did you hate to play against that one person because he or she always won? Monopoly is winner take all. Did that strategy have an influence on how you viewed money, even play money? From those first childhood impressions about money, what did you conclude? What have your children concluded? Money is a good thing? Money's evil. Somewhere in between good and evil? What did you think of that question asked in the beginning? Do you consider money a tool? It's a tool when you know about it, how to use it effectively, make your money work for you. When you don't understand how it works, it's a weapon used against you. Higher interest rates, inability to establish good credit, maybe friction between a couple who don't agree on how to spend or save money. No one was born knowing how to use money. We all have to learn it. Ignorance is expensive. The school of hard knocks is no fun. Parents.com had an article published in March 9, 2022. Money patterns are set by age 7. You're using it all the time. Children watch you. They're curious. How often do you hear them ask, why? 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 Don't children learn best with practical use by doing? Do you have your children read about gravity and balance when learning to ride a bike, even though gravity and balance are key factors in successful bike riding? One of our friends who employed his children in his business paid them via their debit cards. His youngest, I think 8 at the time, wanted some money from him when they were at the mall. You have your card. You were paid your wages. Oh, but Daddy, that's a bad ATM. It charges me to take out my money. I think that 8-year-old had the concept of money being a tool or a weapon. Here are a few ideas on money and business to consider. 1. If you have people who know how to make money, you'll win every time. 2. But to get people to that point, you have to educate them. You have to teach them why it's important to make money and generate cash. And then you have to figure out a way to keep them focused on doing those 2 simple things. I think we're lying to people if we tell them there's any other way to improve productivity. That's important because it's only by improving productivity that we improve standards of living. All the other ways of increasing output are inflationary. 3. Part of the problem is that we can't increase the standard of living without generating wealth. And we hate everybody who generates wealth, whether it's the oil companies, the doctors, or the entrepreneurs. That's a big mistake. It isn't the generation of wealth that we should hate. What's wrong is the distribution of wealth. Our real problem is that we have not taught people how to share in that distribution. 4. The only way to solve these problems in the long term is to make people conscious of generating profits and understanding profits, where profits come from and where they go. Somebody's got to be out there teaching people about wealth, about retained earnings, equity, about an earnings multiple, and what it means and how it can affect them individually. If we don't do it, we will never increase the standard of living. We'll remain in this ignorant, dormant stage where we continually think a job is a job is a job, and the decline will continue. Does that sound like a real business? Have you ever worked in an environment like that, where they want you to know how to make money, read income statements, balance sheets, after-tax profits, retained earnings, equity, cash flow? That company has been teaching that for over 40 years, right here in the United States. Those employees have the opportunity to truly be part of the company. Everyone works together on making decisions because they all play to win. It's not us against them mentality there. Those quotes are from one of my favorite books, The Great Game of Business, The Only Sensible Way to Run a Company, the 20th Anniversary Edition by Jack Stack and Bo Burlingham. It's a fascinating read. This company not only educates its own employees, as previously noted, on those 4 topics, they're also teaching other companies from around the world. The Great Game of Business Conference has been occurring for 33 years. What the Great Game of Business does is teach generational wealth. It's not the rich get richer or the poor get poorer philosophy. I have no personal financial stake in this book or the conference. I'm a person who believes that there is a better way to learn about money than the School of Hard Knocks. And the Great Game of Business is it. I'm so glad you popped in on this channel. I'm Joe Smith, encouraging you to think about things differently and to decide what you really want out of life, who you want to be, cheering you on for the life you deserve to create. Go for it, and don't let anyone or anything stop you.